portions of Ponca City right now. It is moving very quickly, so it is continuing to head east outside of the Ponca City area. But, 45 miles per hour, that's a pretty quick moving storm right there. It's what we want to see as a quick moving storm. But overall, though, it is, confirmed tornado as of right now, still in effect till 7:45, so another 41 minutes or so.
Yeah, let's go and see what it looks like on the debris again, Conrad, just to see if we have any more, indication. Yeah, and if you can, actually do it on like that 15-minute lapse.
Okay.
Yeah, just see what that looks like as it comes on through. So yeah, so you've got, there's obviously a lot of blue shows up on the south side of that because that's most likely what that is a lot of dust getting kicked up and sucked into the storm. But then you've got the actual blue polygon or the blue pixels right there over Ponca City, and that would be the actual damage. So there is still that damage area between Ponca City and Lake Ponca heading towards the area right now too. You can see there's a new tornado warning that the National Weather Service office in Tulsa has put out for portions of Osage County. So it's again right on the edge of our viewing area, but they are also now warning that too because that storm is going to be crossing the river and then making its way into Osage County fairly soon. But right now, Lake Ponca as well as McFadden Grove within our area, you still need to make sure that we are taking our tornado precautions. Get down to your shelter as fast as you can, away from the windows and on that lowest level, because we got, again, confirmed tornado moving through Ponca City right now and heading towards Lake Ponca in just a few minutes. The same can also be said for the McFadden Cove area as well.
Well, Jack, so this is an update here that just came in, but this was from around 10 minutes ago where, this tornado was spotted here in and around the Ponca City area. But now it is moving pretty fast. So now it's starting to move a little bit more to the east of Ponca City. But Ponca City is still not quite out of the woods. You can see with this newest update, Jack, just came in a few seconds ago, it is moving very quickly. Now it looks like it's right over Lake Ponca at the moment.
Yeah, so Lake Ponca is now the target zone for this tornado now. So we are still tracking debris. We're still tracking hail with that too. So you can see that Conrad has pulled up the hail detector. There's also, we know that these storms have produced a ton of hail over the course of this evening. We still have a huge hail core there just on the north side of Ponca and also just off to the northwest of Lake Ponca. So it's coming in over 3 inches on our product. So that's easily going to be, tennis ball size. This storm has been warned earlier on for up to baseball sized earlier on. So we know this has a capability of producing some very large hail. And that's also a problem with it on the north side of this storm. So again, multiple reasons why we just need to make sure that we are in our shelter or our safe spot right now, because you have the tornado potential and you also have this huge hail potential as well moving through portions of Kay County.
Yeah, and Jack, the rotation doesn't look quite as impressive as, just 10, 15 minutes ago.
Right.
We had that strong rotation right over Ponca City, but now it is moving very quickly, but the rotation isn't quite as strong right now. It might still recycle, but as of right now, it is a good sign, not showing that strong rotation here.
Correct. So again, we're looking at now Ponca City just behind this tornado warned storm now. It has come through fast through that area, but we know that we've seen damage on the radar, so we know it's done damage. Right now it's heading towards Lake Ponca currently, so that's the next spot to, again, make sure that we're taking our precautions. The same can also be said for McFadden Cove. Now, we've got Caw City in there as well, and Cameron's going to do our track again just to kind of put it into perspective, your timing here. McFadden Cove coming in only at 7:14, Caw Lake at 7:18, Caw City at 7:22, so not much time to get to your safe spot right now. But again, Ponca City had that tornado drop very quickly out of this storm. It was severe thunderstorm warned with a chance for very large hail, and that tornado popped up very fast, and that had the damage associated with it too. Now it's heading towards Lake Ponca. Got a new radar scan there, and it's taking it now even farther east. Again, this is moving about 40, 45 miles an hour to the east. So even now at this point, I think Lake Ponca is going to be in the clear, just past your area now at this point, probably within the next minute or so, heading towards the McFadden Cove area. But you've again got a fast movement with our storm, which is a good thing. You want to be moving fast this way, not sitting over the same spots over and over. But unfortunately, though, that does make for a quick arrival time, so you don't have very much time to act as that tornado is getting closer to your area.
Yeah, and Jack, you could see how very quickly the storm is moving. Can make a little diagram here showing just within the last, 15 minutes or so how far it moved. It was just in the beginning of that confirmed tornado warning. Now it's almost in the middle of this actual confirmed tornado warning. So it is moving very quickly. It is a good thing, Jack, moving at 45 miles per hour, but we are seeing this confirmed tornado warning on the ground. So we do have to make sure, we are prepared and making sure we're seeking shelter, of course, right now.
Yeah. Let's see what it looks like on the debris tracker again there, Conrad, just to see if we have any. Okay, so we've got, so there it goes over Ponca City, goes through Lake Ponca, and so you've still got that little area of the blue now to the east of Lake Ponca. That's going to be where the tornado is still on the ground. So it's, again, likely still on the ground, or if it's not on the ground anymore, the damage is still being picked up by the radar as it's lofted now into the actual storm itself. So that's what we're looking at right there. Conrad just circled where that would be. So that would be where your
debris,
confirmed tornado is. And then the bigger circle that Conrad circled down there, I think it's actually more of like the dust getting picked up into the inflow of that storm, because as you'll see with the rotation, it's where it shows up there. So again, very dangerous storm moving through this region right there along. Again, you got Call Lake there, McFadden Cove, Ponca City, Lake Ponca. All these areas have been impacted or will be impacted very soon with this tornado-warned storm.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like it has some pretty large hail too. You can see the black colors here, the black and purple. That does give us that indication that possibly at least closer to 2-inch size hail could be possible with this, and we are just continuing to track, you know, the larger hail potential with this, the gusty winds as well. And this was the storm, that did have that damaging, the destructive severe thunderstorm warning. So it did have that energy, it did have that strength here even an hour and a half plus ago. Yeah,
so and we had our trackers, Caleb and Kathy were on that storm, and then we had to peel them away because we have those storms that are building down to the south from there, and those will be ones to watch out for because those storms right now are out ahead of, kind of along and out ahead of the actual cold front itself, whereas much of the time that we've been tracking these storms, they were actually along and a little bit behind the front, which has been the reason why they've been producing such huge hail for all this time. I think the storm actually finally was able to cross over the boundary, and when it did that, that was when it was able to get that actual tornado to occur there. So that's the reason why I think we were able to get the tornado warning out of this storm now compared to not before. And that's why we had to peel our trackers away, because down to the south, we do have those storms that are down there. There's going to be likely the chance that those are able to take advantage of a better environment going forward. There's not much in the way of rotation with those storms back there, but clearly, though, with our storm in Ponca City and Kay County and Osage County right there, that's really where our main focus is going to be. It'll probably move out of our area here before, typically the warning might still go until a little bit later, but I think it'll move into more of Osage County before then. But we are still going to be tracking this storm here very closely across portions of eastern Kay County with this confirmed tornado warning.
Yes, and that is in effect till 7:45 here, Jack. And we're continuing to track some of these updates, but as of right now, just continuing to track the new updates coming in. Circulation now moving across the river into Osage County.
Gotcha. So so the storm itself.
So it's about to move over the river. Okay.
Yeah, it's about to move over the river, and then, so like I said, we might have it to where the tornado warning might still last a little bit longer, but the actual threat itself might be gone for us. But that's not going to be just yet. We still have a little bit longer left to go with that storm.
Yeah, and when this tornado is actually over the water, Jack, that's when we obviously know this, going from a tornado to a water spout and then back on land becomes a tornado once again. But we still continue to have, that tornado warning in effect right now still.
Yep. So McFadden Cove, as you can see, you got the area of rotation basically right over you. You should be in your safe spot already at this point, but if you're not, you need to get there quickly. The same thing can also be said for the Call Lake area too. Again, right there along the lake in the river, you've got the confirmed tornado warning. You've got a huge area of just large hail from essentially Lake Ponca on up to the north into more of Kay County. Strong winds right there where that tornado would be, and then you've got very heavy rain also associated with this storm too. So a lot going on with this storm as it moves from Kay County into Osage County, and you can see really now at this point a good solid inflow notch right between the McFadden Cove area and Call Lake. So that area of circulation, that tornado will be basically heading towards the river very, very shortly at this point. Like we've been saying earlier on, Conrad and I have been tracking the storm. It's been moving 45 miles an hour off to the east, so it is moving quickly, which is good for it to not sit over one spot, but it does mean that you have to move very fast to actually get to your safe spot and get to your shelter.
Yes, and with these quick-moving storms, you know, it is good that it's moving very quickly because it's going to be in and out, but it's also a bad thing because of how quickly the storm moves in, you know, how quickly conditions could deteriorate out there. You know, it could be, you know, cloudy, a little bit of showers here and there, and then out of nowhere could have some larger 2-inch size hail, you know, very damaging winds, and then get into that actual tornado. But there's a couple of areas that we're watching. There's also this severe thunderstorm warning here, Jack, to the west. And this is in Blaine County.
Yeah, that's going to be, I think, one to watch out for.
Yes.
Because as you can see right there, where Conrad is zooming on in, there is a little bit of the notch right there starting to show up there. Go and see what it looks like on velocity right there, Conrad. So it's...
Here, let me...
Yeah, it's starting to try to rotate at least a little bit there. That might be the next storm to kind of watch for at this point. You know, it's kind of messy on some of these certain views that we're looking at, but again, there is a notch that does show up there. That would be to the west of the Darrow area and also west of Homestead. Yeah, right there where Conrad is circling. That's the zone that we may have to kind of see going forward, where there might be some additional areas that we have to kind of watch out for tornado warning wise. Right now, severe thunderstorm warning currently, but that storm is a supercell and it is all by itself right now. So that's going to be potentially the next storm to kind of watch out for as we go through this evening. Guys, can you mute my mic? Caleb is trying to call me. I think he's been having some audio.
Okay, yeah, so there's the other severe thunderstorm warning is actually just behind that one in Blaine County. The one in Blaine County we have to pay attention to. It does look like a little bit of, you know, possible mid-level circulation out there with that one. But overall, though, we do have to continue to, you know, to track this severe thunderstorm warning just because that one might be an interesting one. Also, the one behind it still showing a lot of energy as well. But as you can see here with the shear rate, not quite seeing as much of impressive rotation here with the rotation tracker here. But now with this northern severe thunderstorm warning and the confirmed tornado warning that we are currently tracking, the only one here in Oklahoma as of right now, still seeing some pretty weak to strong circulation here getting picked up. You could see that here in Osage County. Now the tornado has moved on across the river, and it does look like it is now into Osage County, but we are still seeing this confirmed tornado warning in effect in Kay County as well, because Kay County is still seeing this possible tornado that is on the ground as well right now. It is in and around the lake area, so let's go on to reflectivity here. Oh, wow. Okay, so we are still seeing a pretty good notch here, still seeing a lot of circulation. And then once you see the purple and black colors here, that, to the north of Kaw Lake, that gives us good signs, very clear signs that we're seeing some larger hail with this, some heavy rainfall as well, of course, with the supercell here. Still seeing this confirmed tornado tag and the actual tornado warning tag here as well with this supercell. But in and around Kaw Lake, if you are mainly just south of Kaw Lake here, overall, though, you want to make sure you are seeking some shelter. You are definitely prepared for this tornado warning right now, this confirmed tornado warning as well. Moving on through, let's look at the shear rate again. New update coming in, still seeing a little bit of strong circulation there. Seeing a good amount of hail, so exactly where I was just showing you guys, just north of Kaw Lake. These darker colors here just showing us a little bit more of some larger hail. Let me go here on the Barron button. Let's look at some hail potential, 3 inches. Not surprised it's showing up here. Let's see it. These wind gusts probably over 60, yeah, over 80 miles per hour showing up here. So we are getting very destructive wind speeds here, and also getting some larger hail with this supercell here. Let me show you guys once again the yellow here indicating 80+ mile-an-hour winds, and then to the north here of Kaw Lake. So in and around Kaw Lake, we're not only seeing these damaging 70 to 80 mile per hour winds, but we're also seeing, it's saying 3-inch hail. It's more so probably closer to 2 inches. That's a for sure thing, because the hail is going to get smaller as it makes its way down to the surface with the warmer temperatures. But overall, though, looking at larger hail, very gusty winds, very heavy gusty winds with the heavy rainfall as well. And then that tornado potential does also exist here, right in and around this notch here. It is moving very quickly. Now, maybe not as defined, Jack, as it was maybe just 5 minutes ago, but still pretty impressive here for sure.
Yep. So, and it's got a large severe thunderstorm warning that goes out around it too. But again, this is mainly within Tulsa's viewing area in Osage County. So we've got just a little bit of some time left with it before it's, technically out of our area. So we'll stay with it for just a little bit as it's again right along the river. We just want to make sure that that Caw City is going to be in the clear here. But we also are still tracking that supercell thunderstorm back to the west from there. Conrad, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the storm that's heading towards Okeen. That one does have the tornado possible tag with it. So that one is the storm, I think, to kind of watch for going forward. You've got large hail potential with it. You've got the chance for winds that could be, gusting 60 to 70 miles an hour with this one. But I think this storm is probably going to be, if we're going to have a tornado warning, again, it's going to be this one. Not anything imminent just yet, but I think that it is going to be the one that will do it because it's actually in a better environment right now, and it's actually along and on the warm side of the boundary. So that does mean that it kind of opens it up to having more of that fuel to work with to have that chance for a tornado potential in that zone. So we'll see, but that's going to be probably the next one to watch out for.
Yeah, and it's also moving pretty quick here, Jack. It's moving at 35 miles per hour, so a little bit slower than that confirmed tornado warning we have, but it still has up to 2-inch size hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds at least, probably closer to 65, maybe even closer to 70 in a few spots. But overall, though, looking at that larger hail with this severe thunderstorm warning, we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah, and they're saying that this storm that's right over Homestead, the Blaine County, major county storm that we're on right now, that the hail is going to be big on that one too. Mm-hmm. What radar are you on, Conrad, just to make sure?
Currently, I am on the Vance.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure there. Turn on the Vance and turn on the Barron button on that one to see, because I want to see that one's probably, that one's getting some big hail with it now at this point too. So large hail coming into the Homestead area right now. That hail core is probably going to be basically on the north side of Okeen, but really, really close. So you're looking at very large hail out of this storm. Then the hail core does expand out of there. You just got the destructive tag on that one now. So it does go until 8 o'clock this evening for the destructive severe thunderstorm warning tag on that. I'll look at the official warning on that one over here, Conrad. But I mean, it's, our product's been doing a pretty good job today showing where those big hail cores are, that it usually ends up being pretty close to what it actually is. Yeah, so
it just got the destructive severe thunderstorm tag on it.
Yep, it's got baseball-sized hail on that storm. So huge hail with that storm that'll be coming just into the Okeen area and just to the north of there. Wow. And it's going to be moving still probably, like it said, 30, 35 miles per hour off to the east. So, yeah, they were looking at, again, a very large hail threat with this storm passing through portions of Blaine and Kingfisher counties right now.
Yeah, let me put on the shear right here. Okay, so not really as much rotation. There's some weak areas, but not much.
Yeah, no, it's not tornadic just yet, but I think this will be the one to watch for here in probably the next 20 to 30 minutes. It might be doing something a little bit more than that. You can just see, as you can see with the hail tracker, just a huge swath of hail has come out of this storm. And so it's been a storm that's been able to produce hail for a while, and it's in a spot where it's going to be able to take full advantage of all of the ingredients in place, and so it shouldn't really slow down very much as it makes its way out to the east.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that severe thunderstorm warning right behind this one looks pretty decent too. We'll see what happens if the front one kind of takes out a little bit more of that favorable environment for the severe thunderstorm warning in the back, but we're still tracking a few areas here with severe thunderstorm warnings. Even just south and west of Vici right now, still looking at that thunderstorm that might become severe. We'll see how things go. Hopefully not.
Yep.
But yes, just looking at that destructive severe thunderstorm warning tag that just got upgraded now till 8 p.m. And then looking at the only confirmed tornado we're seeing right now, and that's in northeastern parts of the state, closer to Ponca City.
And so, counter on your radar, go to INX, go to Tulsa's. It'll show you probably a better look at what the tornado is doing right now.
Okay.
And so as we're getting closer now to Tulsa. So the inflow notch is actually within portions of Osage County right now. So now that tornado threat really is out of our area now at this point. It's just crossing over into Osage County, and so Tulsa is going to take care of it now at this point as it moves off to the east into the northeast. So, there might still be the opportunity for a tornado to form with this as it's in Osage County, but right now, though, the actual tornadic threat for our area is now over. And so we'll go back to Vance, and then we'll just kind of zoom out a bit more there, camera, just to kind of show where everybody is, all these storms where everybody is at. And so you've got Kathy and Caleb that are going to be in position of that storm that is moving towards the O'Keene area right now. So that's going to be the storm to watch out for going forward. So with the tornado threat out of our area right now, we'll go back to regular programming, but we'll do cut-ins over the course of the evening, and we'll be watching this storm very closely, as that one potentially could be the next tornado warning storm that we're going to be talking about. But as of right now, not the case. We'll provide you updates as we get them, but we'll go back now to regular programming.